our next speakers will be the Mocha team. Please give them a round of the applause as they come to the stage.
Hi, I'm Siri Kagbo, co-founder at Mocha. We're building a blockchain-powered digital bank specifically for emerging markets. If I want a bank account today, I need to find the nearest banking hall, walk in, go through rigorous process, provide elaborate document, and then make a deposit. Now, even when I have this bank account, I only have access to limited banking services and poor banking experience. And also, they are very expensive. At Mocha, At Mocha, we're solving this problem with the blockchain. So we were experimenting with blockchain, and then we discovered that we can solve these financial service challenges with it. And also, we could actually build this new type of bank, one that is actually affordable, accessible, and could reach the needs of the people. Now, we're productizing the solution that we have into a WhatsApp product, being in the bank where the people already are. With our Mocha bot, you could actually have multiple currency accounts. You could send and receive money across border from as low as $1, and you can access our send now pay later service, which is modeled exactly like buy now pay later, but works for B2B payments. So far, by offering our solution over the counter, we've processed $2.2 million in transaction volume, of which about $850,000 is from remittance and $770 is from B2B. And our growth has been organic, and our demand keeps rising. The market opportunity is actually massive. About 350 million Africans lack access to financial services, and 83% of these numbers are young people that are tech savvy and have smartphones. And the informal market required alternative way to process financial services. And by 2027, this market is estimated to be a $13 billion market. So we are productizing Mocha to lead this wave. So how do we make money? We take a fee from every transaction that happens through Mocha, and also we earn interest on our SNPL, which is our send now pay later, and our short-term loans. Next slide, please. This year, we're looking to bring our Mocha WhatsApp product to the market and onboard at least 10,000 users. By next year, we'll be introducing innovative financial services, and by 2027, we're looking forward to be a fully new bank across Africa. And this is the team that is driving this mission. So if you're interested in changing the way Africa bank, come talk to us. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. I'll call up Me Cashbox. Please make your way to the back of the stage while we go into the Q&A session. All right, thank you. I'll hand you over, judges. First question.
Hello. Hi, thank you so much for the presentation. Over here. Just a quick question about the regulatory environment around one, blockchain, and two, neobanks here in Salon. What's your understanding around regulation, and how might it potentially be a barrier to growth?
So the truth is, the regulatory are quite behind, but for Sierra Leone, currently we have like a fintech sandbox, which we have applied to be part of. But with what we do at Mocha, we're actually non-custodial, which means we don't take hold of the customer funds. It's purely on-chain. But because we know that the regulators would like us to be in a controlled environment, we're applying for all of the licenses.
I'd like to understand the target customers in Sierra Leone. So you did this whole, consumer mapping and talked about the rest of Africa, but talk through who you're targeting in Sierra Leone.
So in Sierra Leone, we're targeting the younger population. if you look at the stats, it actually shows that 80% of the people are on bank, and we have about 76% of the population that is youthful. These people don't have the time to go to a bank. So these are the people that are also tech savvy, and these are the people that actually want to use banking to meet their modern needs. So these are target audience.
Over here. Just a very quick question, because you mentioned, services like buy now, pay later and stuff like that. So how do you manage the risk of the credit? I mean, do you collateralize this? Do you work with some, bank institution? How do you plan to do that?
So whilst we were testing this model, so what we do is we actually, if you are a user with us, we actually have your transaction history, and then we bill your credits with this. And this actually works especially for our informal businesses that don't have access to get finance from the bank. So once you bill your credits with us, then we can then be able to analyze the amount that you could take to send now and pay us later.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's give that a round of applause, please. All right, the Mi Cashbox team, are we ready? Let us please welcome to the stage Mi Cashbox.
Morning, everyone. I'm Simon. I'm the CEO of Mi Cashbox.
And Salton, CTO.
So we're the co-founders. I'd like you to meet. Oh, different clicker. Okay. All right, this is the wrong deck, so I'm just going to talk. Right, so this is Grace. She's a market trader in Freetown. She makes quite a bit of cash every day, but she doesn't have a bank account. She can't leave her stall during the day to go and queue, and she finds banks intimidating. So what does she do? She entrusts her cash each day to someone called an Isuzu master, who collects the cash. This works quite well, but it's expensive, and so instead of earning interest on that money, she has to pay him to take the money, and it costs her 1 day's take of every month. It's also unsafe. Just 2 weeks ago, there was a video that went round on social media of women complaining outside an Isuzu master's house that had burnt down, and he'd disappeared with all the money. Moreover, Grace can't build up a financial profile, so she can't get access to credit to grow her business. She's not alone. Around 80% of workers in sub-Saharan Africa are in the informal sector. Most of them don't have bank accounts. Almost all of them have a phone, though. This is where Mi Cashbox comes in. We'd like to tell you why. Firstly, we've got a great solution for her. Secondly, what our business model is. And thirdly, why we've got a unique advantage in delivering that. So firstly, the solution. Mi Cashbox is a simple app that enables people to save and borrow from the convenience of their phone, either individually or in groups. As they do that, they earn interest and they build up a financial profile so they can start getting access to loans and other products and services. Effectively, we're a bridge between informal and formal finance. For the customers, we meet them where they are and connect them to banks. And for the banks, we're providing access to a group of users that they can't easily otherwise reach. So secondly, our business model. Our business model is very simple. It's really based on third-party commissions. So for example, when people save with us, we aggregate those savings into a master bank account. It's a high-yield account, and then this creates a win-win-win. So the customer earns more interest than they could do individually. We get a commission on that interest that gives us a recurring revenue stream, and the bank is getting deposits from new customers that they would find otherwise too hard to service. We started our business in Sierra Leone. Obviously, as you know, it's a small market, but there's limited competition. We also have partnerships and customers in Nigeria. Since we launched the app about a year and a half ago, we've got around 60,000 individuals and saving group members on the platform. Okay, well, just quickly, our advantage is that our unique proposition is that we're not trying to change the system or fight against the system. We're the oil that makes the system work. So we're up and running, we're ready to scale, and looking to close out our seed round. Thank you.
Thank you, Cashbox. As usual, before we move to the Q&A, I will first call on the Money Me team to make their way backstage. Q&A, yes.
Quick question. I love the fact that you're not trying to change the system. You're riding on the advantage of the system. Yeah. But a quick question, how do you collect the cash from the people?
We integrate with mobile money platforms.
So they pay you via mobile money? You don't go and collect
they
cash.
link their mobile money account
to
our account, and then they can just seamlessly move it from mobile money to our wallet.
Excellent.
Yeah.
A big part of your business and Isusu is that intangible trust. How have you managed to build trust with your target customers?
That almost certainly is our biggest challenge. There's been lots of scams here in Sierra Leone, and the first thing is we're licensed by the Bank of Sierra Leone. The second thing is we have some quite powerful endorsements. We've got a partnership with the Freetown City Council. We're about to launch a product in partnership with EcoBank, so we're going to have the EcoBank brand on that product. And we've got some quite well-known figures in Sierra Leone who've put out, like Joe Abbas Bangura, who've put out videos endorsing us. But it's a long process.
Any more questions, judges?
Thank you for the presentation, and well done on doing it on the fly when there were tech issues. Not easy to do. There are a few models like this that exist outside of Sierra Leone, so I'm curious to hear, based on your own market research, which models have you learned from, and what are you looking to do differently?
I guess the most successful model is someone like PiggyVest in Nigeria. I think what we're doing differently is, firstly, we're in markets that they're not in, right? And I think natural markets for us are going to be markets that are underserved and overlooked by other players. If we can build it here, we can build it in Guinea, Liberia, Burkina Faso, etc. The other thing is that we enable people to save not just as individuals, but also in groups. Community savings is huge in sub-Saharan Africa. Someone like PiggyVest just does individual savings, and we enable the group model as well. So it's really taking the best of what people are doing already and digitizing that.
Thank you very much to Miss Cashbox. Yeah, let's give them a round of applause. Next up, we're going to have the Money Me team. Please welcome them.
Thank you. I'm Soriba. In MoneyMe, we empower businesses to grow. Think of this map, or think of this segmentation. There are over 14 banks in the market, over 3 mobile monies now in the market, and several digital wallets making their way every day into the market. And think of this as a fintech or as any player within the market wanting to integrate with each one of these players. It will take you not less than 6 months to have one of them integrated. So complexities around it, lack of flexibility, and also slow settlement of these funds because you're managing multiple settlement accounts. What we have done is to make integration easy and allow low transaction fees to pass through and quick settlement. We are the Stripe or the Paystack of this market, but focused on mobile money first. We allow fintechs or players within our ecosystem to receive and make payouts within record time. Integrating with us with a single API allows you to have access to over 3.5 million mobile wallets in Sierra Leone and over 900,000 bank accounts. We do it through our checkouts, hosted, virtual terminal in our in-store payments, payouts for people doing bulk payment, whether they are NGOs or INGOs doing payments to beneficiaries in communities. And we do our open APIs that allow fintechs to easily connect to the ecosystem and accept payment, make payouts, generates codes, as we call them, and customize their checkout as and when this works. We're looking at agency banking, which is the next big thing, because we play a very big role and we're a better place to play a role there. It's a big market. It's a 1.7 billion market. Just in 2023, over 423 millions were sent as international remittance to Sierra Leone. Maybe due to the war, several Sierra Leoneans live outside of Sierra Leone that send money to this country. So aggregating all of the markets, a 1.7 billion market. Our model is around transaction fees. We're introducing value-added services that would allow us to charge more. In terms of traction, over 18 months now, we've processed over $28 million in volume. We have over 2,000 SMEs and 35 providers. We've just raised a seed round of $480,000. In January, we closed that round. We made it to EcoBank FinTech Challenge and several things we've also done within the ecosystem. Our players, our partners, or customers range from fintech to banks to government and to API people, whether it's asset finance like Watu or a betting company or a bank or Safulpay or Volt, as you would see there. We do that. So we are a bunch of engineers, lawyers, bankers who are experienced, who've worked in IBM and other players around the world, and come together to say, let's build the future of finance in Sierra Leone and also extend this to other markets within the region. Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you. As per usual, can I please have the Safulpay team come up? Okay, all right, that's good. I'll now hand you over to the judges. Questions?
Yeah, thank you for the presentation. One of the challenges of payment aggregators is that it's a very low margin business, especially after you pay out others in the value chain. What are the margins that you guys earn, and how do you hope to grow that over time?
So we currently, over the last 12 months, we've made margins in revenues of over 100K. It's 1% margin we're looking at in the market, largely. I agree with you, it's a low margin market, but we're looking at introducing other value-added services like KYCs, fraud management, and other things that we can also sell as value-added services on top of our core business of transaction-based charges, largely. That's how we're looking at it.
Sorry, is that 100K in local currency?
No, it's in USD.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Thank you.
Where are you registered?
We're registered here in Sierra Leone. We also registered a Delaware
okay.
LLC.
And your raise was on a safe note? What was the vehicle done behind?
So it was debt and equity.
Oh, okay.
But these are friends. It's angel. It's
okay.
People around that we trust and can give that equity to. Yeah.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Yeah. Because it's an infrastructure project, it requires typical engineering to deal with. That's why you have in Nigeria, Flutterwave and Paystack get monopoly. Because nobody, when you build it once, nobody comes there to build it because it's like a highway. We build and everybody comes because we enhance it every day. So it's a complicated space. They build, yes. I get it, monopoly in terms of size and like Stripe in Silicon Valley. Nobody builds Stripe again because they've done the work. It's an infrastructure project, requires a different set of engineering technique to be able to address it at scale. Because imagine all fintechs like Volt, for instance, passing traffic through us every day. We sleep and assure that's working well. So it's a complex problem to solve, I must say, but it's also rewarding when you get it right.
All right. Thank you. Let's give him a round of applause, please. In the spirit of moving things along very fast, I will now call up the Safulpay team. Safulpay?
Hi everyone, I am Toluwani Adepoju, co-founder at Safulpay, a fintech company licensed by Bank of Sierra Leone and the first pioneers of financial exchange in Sierra Leone. So Sierra Leone's financial ecosystem has some key problems where you would notice that people actually ASU in order to like move money from one place to another, and they usually need to make cash withdrawals in order for them to facilitate payments. And what another thing you notice is that the level of tech and financial literacy in the country is low. According to the World Bank index data, 71% of people are financially underserved. And that is where we come in. SafuPay comes in by merging traditional bank approach with mobile money. So this creates a kind of a synergy where, be it if you have a smartphone or not, you can easily make transactions with SafuPay. So we launched last year, beta launch, and we exceeded what we actually planned. We averaged 18,000 transactions per month, and we did $60,000 in terms of monthly turnover. And this actually helped us because we were able to refine our next version with this. So now in our next version, we have flexible deposits, offline account management, robust business solutions, especially for merchants, that enables merchants to undo payroll processes easily and bulk transfers. And we also empowered our agents networks. So agents normally in Sierra Leone can only do cash in, cash out. We empower them by giving them tools that enable them to do multiple things and earn revenue from that. Also, we are the cheapest, we have the cheapest transaction fees when it comes to transfer. So we have a very diversified, scalable model, which allows us to earn revenue from our transactions and also earn revenue from our agents. So we've raised a pre-seed fund of $210,000, and we are asking for $600,000 for a percentage share in ownership equity of the company. We have a very solid team at SafuPay that is ready to break barriers and ready to move mountains just to bring the unbanked people or just to channel like the financial ecosystem of Sierra Leone and also Africa as a whole. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you. Right on time. I'll now hand you over to the judges for Q&A. Before that, can we please get Smart Systems back off the stage? Thank you.
Thank you. There's so many folks who are competing to build agent apps. How are you guys going to compete in this market when there's other well-funded players also targeting the same customers?
Okay, so we've done our research, and based on that, we know that agents normally use their floats to do transactions. So we've been able to come up with a scenario where like a user can use their own wallet to do transactions in that extent. So what that simply means is you don't need a smartphone. You just have to walk up to an agent and you can transact just as the same way you walk up to a traditional bank. Thank you. Thank you. So we've actually reviewed, we've seen like a particular opportunity for this. And like I said, we have strategic partners, and also we've done our own research on this model, like core research on this model. And we feel like we're capable enough to do this. So above that, we also have a very solid team, in-sourced team, that are ready to like build more solutions just to come with people together for easy transactions.
What has the team built in the past?
So yeah, we've built a WhatsApp bot because agents are already used to USSD. So we built like a WhatsApp bot that is a familiar environment for them that allows them to actually do transactions faster. And also we've been able to build an ERP system for businesses that allows businesses to make payments like across. We're currently testing this with some businesses across Freetown currently. This allows them to make bulk payments, and this allows them to make transfers.
Thank you, thank you. Another round of applause, please. Please, please, please. Before we move forward, I just wanted to give us the hashtags that we'll be using. I'm sure we're all taking pictures and videos, and we'll be posting on social media. Please, the hashtag are SWC 2025 and hashtag Phillytech City. Thank you. Now, moving along, Smart Space Systems. Please welcome them to the stage.
Good morning. My name is Mustafa Janga. I'm from SmartPay. I'm here to tell you a story. There's a lady called Kumba. Kumba lives in Bo. And Kumba has a son. And the son is sick. She takes the son to the hospital. And unfortunately, Kumba doesn't have money. 1. 2, they take a long time to find Kumba's data. So it makes it another delay for Kumba. And thirdly, Kumba has to pay out of her pocket to do the transaction. So we created a system called WellBody. WellBody takes into consideration these 3 factors that has been affecting our system in terms of healthcare. When we go here, if we check what happens to Kumba, it happens to almost all of us here that are Sierra Leoneans. Heavily paper-based work. There is heavy paper-based work. There is heavy cash movement. And also, most people have to pay from their pocket. So we at SmartPay built WellBody to see how best we can use sorry, 1 minute. An electronic method to carry out all of the patient's record, because patient's record are always missed. You miss patient's record, but if you use the electronic record, you will catch up with that. So we built the system that will seamlessly transition between recording the patient's record, carrying out the transaction digitally, and finally, they will have money out of pocket because it's an e-wallet where they can save money. So in terms of emergency, they can be able to take care of themselves at that point. So WellBody looks like this. It takes into consideration the EMI system, which is for the data. It takes into consideration the account and also the digital payment. The sources of revenue, 1 is from software fees, e-payment. Also, we get from the card payment and also data access management system. We also move on to, these are the people behind the team. You have the strategies, you have the tech guy, you have the talk guy, and also you have the person which is everybody is our target audience.
Not the hospitals.
No, the hospitals are the facilities. Yeah. They are the facilities. They are the caregivers. The patients. That means you and I can have the card. This is the card. This is the card, and you can go to the hospital and then make payment. It's digital. We try to remove.
So why
all
don't
the
I
cash
just use
from it.
my card and make payment in a hospital?
Because basically we specifically put this so that you can save in it. Because if you use your card, then that means if your institution put money in here, you can use it to buy gari. You can use it to buy cola. But I don't want that. I want you to save for the Bambai. In Creole, for the Bambai means in case of rainy days. That's why we specifically do.
But it's not a health insurance product. It sounded like one.
That's going to be what we'll graduate to later. But for now, it's not.
Very, very interesting. We've looked at a lot of, so we've looked at a lot of these across the continent. Just a question.
Access control. So those that are doing data collection will not have access to those that are doing triage, and those that are doing the doctors that are doing findings will have access to all. So we try to limit access to all of that, which for paper-based, you can see the papers. At times you see your medical diagnosis in the street, people are selling granules with it.
All right, thank you. That's all we have time for. That's very interesting. Again, moving fast, we'll invite to the stage the community.
After the community, we're going to have one of the most exciting moments of the day. We're going to have a coffee break. So, yeah.
I'm standing in between them and tea break.
Yes, bear that in mind.
Please ask me. Hi, good morning. Thank you. I am Emily Fande, founder and business lead, the community. Getting a loan in Sierra Leone is harder than building a house with no bricks. Over 70% of the Sierra Leonean population remain financially exclusive, not because they lack ambition, but because they lack access. As the community, we're changing that with data, community, and the power of people. Before the community became official, I personally matched over 10 lenders with entrepreneurs for business emergencies because banks wouldn't. These entrepreneurs had no collateral, no credit history, and didn't have the time to wait. And this isn't just their stories, it is the reality of millions across Africa. And that is why we built the community, a peer-to-peer lending platform that allows seamless borrowing and lending. The platform is fast, transparent, and secure. No collateral needed, just 2 guarantors with a source of income. Borrowers can get funded in 3 days in 3 easy steps. 1, register and verify their identity. 2, create a loan application. And 3, get funded. We generate revenue from loan origination fee, interest spread, and in the future, from partnered loan products that we'll have with leading telcos and with financial institutions. Our platform is scalable, integrated with data-driven credit scoring, and is designed to scale beyond just Sierra Leone. Our competitive advantage lies deep in the roots of community. Tech-enabled peer-to-peer lending model and our focus on financial inclusion for the unbanked. We're licensed and being regulated by the Bank of Sierra Leone. And so far since inception, we've disbursed over 94,000 in loans. We've paid back 42.53% of that to our lenders. And we've managed to keep our repayment rate at 98%. By the end of 2025, we're planning to expand nationwide in Sierra Leone, and we're also planning to enter into the Liberian market. By 2026, we're planning to also expand in other neighboring markets because we have similar markets with them, and to also scale our blockchain and AI modeling. We have a diverse team of 8 people, and we have an experienced advisory board as well. The credit gap market in Sierra Leone is about 500 million USD. And if you check Africa, that's about 16 billion. And so with our diverse team and our advisory board, we plan to scale, grow, and empower everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Moving on to questions before tea break.
I would assume that your credit scoring is done in partnership with Periculum.
Yes, please.
Okay, I'm an investor in that company.
Oh.
But how do you intend to keep your NPLs low as you scale? Because you're going into other markets, and that's going to be one of your biggest challenges.
Partnerships and community. So we cannot understate how important community is because it's a part of who we are. As much as we leverage on technology, community has been the biggest factor as to why our NPLs are low. Because we don't take collaterals. Guarantors are people. You talk to people. You're able to mediate with people. They stand in for people. And people grow people.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. What is your cost and how much are you charging for the loans?
So I'm assuming you're asking what the average loan size is when you say the cost of capital.
No. How much is the cost when you're giving a loan out? So are you taking out debt for the loans, or is it on balance sheet, etc.?
I don't know if I understand very well. So the Capital does not come from us. It comes from people. It's peer-to-peer lending. So we list those people on our platform. Because of time, you should have been able to see the website and the app. So we list them on the platform. Lenders are able to see them on that platform regardless of where they are. And they fund these people. They get a 3% return on a monthly basis. The borrowers pay back a 10%, and that 10% is split down into different revenue models. No, so we get 3%. We keep 3% for security in case there's a default or a delay in repayment, and we have 1% for transaction fees as well. Yes, please.
So do you monitor payment behavior, and do you have sanctions, automated sanctions for that? Because that's some of the payment platforms we've looked at. That's where it kind of functions or not.
We have. We do monitor, but it's not automated yet. We have limited resources that we have been working with, and so that's why we need investment to be able to strengthen our tech and also be able to scale nationwide. For now, with this number, we've only been operating within Western Urban. It's not even all parts of Freetown. Thank you so much.
Round of applause. I know. Very impressive people we've had from today. But I believe we all need to go. Just stretch our legs, get a coffee, get a croissant. Let's gain some energy. We have more very interesting pitches coming up. So let us please make our way upstairs, and we'll be back here at 11:30. Thank you, everyone.